It's Drac from DDO Players, and we are sitting here on the Lemania test server to take a first look at Update 30 and the Gnome.
Gnomes are coming. They're coming for you.
That is right, Gnomageddon is upon us, so let's take a peek and see what the gnomes look like. We'll start off by taking a look at the iconics. We will take a look at the male gnome to start off with, and then we'll take a look at the female and see all of the customization that you can do. So here we have our first look at the gnomes, and I have to say they are mildly terrifying. At least the randomly generated one here was mildly terrifying. So good job on that, Turbine. We'll take a look at the iconic stats. And of course, they are an int-based race. So remember that in your builds. They're going to be an intelligence-based. I know there is a lot of discussion going on whether they should be a wisdom or an intelligence-based. But the Deep Gnome Iconic is it intelligence-based. And another thing to point out about the iconic this time around, Cordovan did say on his weekly Wednesday live stream this week, the iconic gnome will be free to VIP. So that is the first time that has happened. So keep that in mind. All VIPs will be able to get the Deep Gnome for free. So let's go ahead and take a look at the customization options that we have. We'll start by taking a look at the hairstyles. So we have 10 total hairstyles. We'll go backwards here. We have the mohawk, which is pretty epic looking. I know most people don't really care about the hair so much. They want to see the beards. We'll get to the beards, I promise. And then you got the hair that kind of goes into the beard there, at least on that beard style. And then little poor guy just doesn't have a lot of hair. That's the thing with the male gnome. Is the little suckers are pretty bald. Got the mohawk with the ponytail. Always have to have the ponytail mohawk. Then we just have the hair to the side there. A little bit of hair on the top. Much less hair on the top. Very little hair on the top. You can kind of see it sticking out there a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, but there's some hair there. And then, of course, the bald one. So we will go ahead and move on and take a look at what everybody's waiting for, and that is the beards. So it looks like we have 17 total options to choose from. Once again, we'll go backwards. We've got the little handlebar mustache and the beard look there. Another little offshoot of the handlebar and the beard. That beard's pretty epic looking there, though. We'll give him that beard there. Another mustache and beard combo. Just a mustache beard combo again. So as you can see, you're going to have plenty of customization for your character. If you want to get the epic looking beard going, that is terrifying there as well too. Kind of like the little chin beard there. That looks kind of cool too. That is the kind of the iconic beard gnome. Not quite there yet, though. The Fu Manchu, which is epic. Everybody has to have a Fu Manchu. There is the iconic gnome beard. When I think of a gnome, that is the beard that I think of. And we got a couple more to go through. Of course, that is the clean shaven. And then we are back to number 17. So you have 10 total hairstyles and 17 beard mustache combos to choose from on your males. Let's take a look at the female option and see what we have. Here is our first look at the female gnome. Of course, these are just the randomly generated ones. So let's take a look at the hairstyles. We will work our way back. Now, if you notice, they have 36. The males had 10, so the females have 36 different hairstyles to choose from. So let's take a closer look at those. These look like they are just these standard variety hairstyles. Not seeing anything really jumping out at me that looks any different than, you know, what you can basically get. But then again, it's female hair. You can only do so much. There's only, you know, so many hairstyles you can really do. So I guess I can't fault Turbine for not having any more options than they do, because there's just so much you can do with hair. You can see it's standard fare for the hair. We'll go ahead and show off all of them though. A lot of ponytails. Short hair, windswept hair, ponytails, braids, mohawks. The one thing you will notice as I finish up with the hairs here, there is no option for facial hair on the female gnome. So for all of you that wanted to role play that female gnome with the epic beard, sorry, you cannot do that. No option for beards on the female gnomes. And then we're back at number 36. So that is a look at our iconic gnome, the Deep Gnome. Once again, it will be an intelligence base class, so choose wisely for that when you do your builds. So let's go completely back. Let's take a look at your standard gnome. Now these should fall in line with all the other characters. Once we pick, we'll go male here, and we'll pick a fighter. We'll go down here to race. We'll pick a gnome, and that should be a strength based, and it looks like it is. So that should depend on what you choose. We'll go back, we'll choose specialist. I'll just kind of show you here that it will change. Like, we'll do a ranger for this one, doesn't really matter. We're actually not going to build it. We're going to choose gnome, make sure we're on gnome. Look at our stats, and you can see we're a dex build. So the standard gnomes are going to be the standard fare, so you can build around that as well, which is a good thing. That will give you plenty of options. And of course, your regular hair and everything is going to be the same on the standards. You're just not going to be the iconic, and you're going to start at level 1 and R47, depending on if you have the options to do that. So that is a look. Our first look at the gnomes. So Gnomageddon is upon us. The Lamania test server is up now, so you too can get on, roll up a gnome, and check it out. We'll probably do another preview video on Lamania later if they do add anything more. It looked like, from what I read, this build of Lamania, there's not much in it other than the gnome. They basically wanted people to get a hold of the gnome, play test it out, see if there's any major problems with that. So Gnomageddon is here, folks. Hop on the Mania and check out all the gnomes that are going to be running around. I'm sure there is going to be a ton of them. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you can listen to us record DDO Players News live every Monday night. We record live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can find the link to that at ddoplayers.com/live. We will talk to you later.